What I would say is clinically, like before you do any treatment, the scenario that indicates mycotoxin illness is you live in a house or you work in a building, someplace you spend a great deal of time, has been found to be contaminated with a large amount of mold that produces a toxin. That toxin's present in your urine, maybe, or you don't even need to do the test really. And while you've been in that space, you've developed all these chronic persistent symptoms. Now, if you have mold allergy, when you leave the environment where the exposure is, your symptoms go away. It may take hours for them to go away or maybe the next day, but they go away. If you have mold toxicity related problems, you bring your illness with you everywhere you go. It's a very different story, right? I can tell by talking to people for 5 minutes whether they have mold allergy or mold toxicity illness possibly, or if that's the consideration. They're very different stories. So if you take the illness symptoms with you everywhere you go, and they've come on gradually over time while you've had this exposure you've identified, then maybe you're sick because of mycotoxins. It helps if everyone else in that space is also similarly ill. That builds the case, right? That it's something in the space making everybody sick similarly. That would be a toxicity process and not an immune-based process, because immunological processes are very diverse. Okay, so these are the things you want to think about.